All right, come out, with this. Are you a narcissist, Ken Dog?
Apparently people think I'm a narcissist.
Yeah. So what is a narcissist?
What is a narcissist?
It's very trending at this point in time, isn't it?
I think it's trending, man. Like, all right, let's take it back to the OG.
There's an awareness that's coming.
There is an awareness, all right,
into the community.
Correct. It's almost like people started using gaslighting as like it's the new word to like explain how someone's
it's trending.
It's trending. New word to say that's how someone's behaving, or it's like they're a little bit more. I don't know. It's like sometimes it's a bit of not an enemy word, but it's a word that you can put someone in a box, in a title. You can say this is what they're doing, or
categorizing people. Yeah, of course.
I'm getting treated like this, which is cool.
Yeah,
because you want to be clear about certain things. You want to identify.
You do.
But sometimes we can fucking push the boundaries of what is needed. Like sometimes we're labeling people unnecessarily when they're not really that.
That's for sure.
And it's a double-edged sword because it can help identify, you're in a relationship and somebody calls you a narcissist. All right? Yeah, I'm a narcissist. No problem. Sweet. Now, people can throw that around. Now, there is narcissist. Narcissist is a thing.
There is.
If nobody knows, the original place where narcissist was an OG Greek guy. All right? Who fell in love with his reflection when he looked in the water. All right? This guy was like, fuck, this guy's the finest cunt. All right?
100%.
So, you know about that shit. Yeah. So he fell in love, narcissus, Greek word. So this guy fell in love with himself. These days, all right, now I've been called a narcissist before. Sweet. I'm a narcissist because in my specific situation, I'm a narcissist maybe because I don't empathize with certain things, all right?
Or appears so to the person.
It appears. Let's say I don't. We'll start from there, all right? Because some, looks can be deceiving. Let's say I don't empathize with these things. The problem with calling someone a narcissist, the reason why people want to call someone a narcissist is because you're this, so that explains your behavior, and that makes the animal, the beast, less scary or whatever. All right? But sometimes what's happening is cunts are jumping over their feet and fucking calling cunts something that puts them in a box. But then once you've categorized this person, a lot of people say the narcissist, if you're a narcissist, you can't be helped either. There's a lot of content out there.
You're lost.
You know what I mean? These cunts are fucked. Serial killers can be narcissists. There's a lack of empathy. I don't know if I'm jumping around here, but there's a lack of empathy. There's like, you're the main cunt that you give a fuck about. You only give a fuck about you. All right? Everyone else is secondary. You're superior to every other cunt.
Yeah, you're what's wrong with the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
People like you.
That's right. Now, let's educate from different perspectives here. All right. My personal one is I'm a narcissist. Sweet. No problem. Because I don't give you or gave my ex-missus what she wanted. Sweet. Therefore, for me to not give what I'm supposed to in a relationship, I must be unempathetic. That means I'm a narcissist. That means I'm selfish. I give a fuck only about myself.
That's it.
That equals that. That equals that. That equals that.
Exactly.
Now, all right, maybe that's true. Maybe I didn't do what I was supposed to. Maybe I'm not being as empathetic. But empathy, in my opinion, is learnt. Like, you can't be judging someone on fucking, you don't give a fuck about the things that I give a fuck about. Okay.
Sweet.
Why are we judging people on things that, like, I don't know, it's like judging a cat that they can't bark. Now, I'm not saying it's in my nature, but what I'm trying to say here is for instance, empathy. Sometimes my friends might call me up. You talking, eh? You know how we are. Even cunts might call you, all right? And they say like, all right, I haven't seen you in a while, blah, 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 blah. All right? Someone might say, yeah, fuck, I got sick. I broke my leg. I fucking got gonorrhea. I died. I came back twice. For me, because of the way I was brought up, all right, I don't put a lot of emphasis or value, I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't hurt in that way. I can't empathize with a cunt who's going through that kind of pain in their mind.
Yeah.
All right. Solely, not because I don't give a fuck. Like I don't want the cat to die. All right. But this is just an example. But have you ever like ask how I behave when I'm like about myself when I'm in that position? Like, if I'm not empathetic with myself, let's say I fall over, lose an arm. If I'm not going to give two fucks there, I don't want sympathy. If I'm like that with myself, how am I going to give it to you?
You're not.
All right, so people take that as a personal thing. Straight to that, but have you asked me my beliefs on how, you know, can't talk about languages of love. How about the language of belief and what I believe? I'm going to believe in something. I'm going to give you something that I don't believe in, but I don't give a fuck about that. So, but then you call me like I don't give a like automatically I don't give a fuck. So I don't give a fuck. I don't. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. So basically, you're not. Someone calls me, like you pointed out before. Someone calls out me and goes, "Oh yeah, I was sick and this and that." I always ask, you know, "Fuck, are you all right? Are you all right now?"
Correct.
Yes, I am. Sweet. Now, me personally, I'm not the kind of person that I want to hear about exactly what you went through. In that, you know, I had a temperature, and then I went to the here. It's not me because I don't see myself saying that to someone else. As you mentioned.
If someone asks you about like, oh, you know, if you're like, you know, I was coming down with fucking COVID, you don't want people to ask details about the whole thing.
I don't need to talk about the details of it. Yeah, I was a no-show. That's because I had COVID, whatever it might be, and that's it. Now, into the details, it's not relevant. It's not relevant to like big deal. By me, I think like what's the benefit of you knowing exactly what I went through? And in my opinion, it was like I just feel like, you know, people want the sympathy.
Because you want cunts to give a fuck the same way you do.
That's right. You know what I mean? Like, it's people are saying that. I'm not saying everyone's saying it.
No.
But there's a certain amount of people that are saying it. They're like, oh, poor you.
Yeah.
And that's what I framed it in my mind.
Yeah. But I've never connected with poor you.
Me too. So if someone tells me they were sick, I always ask, hey, how are you? Are you okay now? Can I help you out? Anything, whatever. But that's not, I don't need to know what you went through.
Yeah. But you're asking like, are you asking because you feel obligated to us, or that's just that's your program, how you go about things?
No, for me, if someone told me they're sick or whatever, I want to know that you're okay now because you're speaking to me now. Like, are you okay? I want to tick that in the box that this guy's okay.
But okay, what?
Like, meaning that there's no...
Mentally okay? Is that an okay mentally? Is that I'm hearing you one of those ones?
No, it's not. It's like, you know, that you're physically and mentally okay. Like, you're... It's not serious. It's not like, you know, you're not dying.
Yeah, you've had a lot of practice now.
You know what I mean?
You know how to accommodate with people and shit.
That's it. You're not dying. So I'm thinking like, all right, sweet. That's what I'm putting. If it was something serious, I'm like, mate, let's get down to it. I'm here to help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anything less than that, it's like, I don't really need to know.
Yeah, I don't feel... When I ask someone, are you all right? First of all, I don't ask, are you all right much? Because I think it's redundant. I think it's like, you know, it's self-evident. What the fuck? Yeah, it's because fucked up.
No, what I mean with all right, like, you know, for example, let's say they had something and like someone said, like, I went to get some results and I'm like, is everything going to be okay? Like, I want to know, like, are we on the road of being okay? Rather than I'm okay now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
Is this thing going to continue? You know what I mean?
That can continue, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an ongoing thing?
Yeah.
Or is it we stopping here?
No one's saying like, you know, I've got cancer. I'm like, fuck, well, that's what, you know. Like, fuck, you know, that's, for me, but like, fuck.
But you're not going to say you're all right, are you?
No, I'm not going to say I'm all right. No, I'm saying like, fuck.
Psychologically, you might say, you know.
Can I help you? Anything? Anyway, are we going to tackle this somehow? Can I be involved to help you? But if someone's saying like, oh, I had a cold, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah. It's full on.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. But that's our level of where we give a fuck and
yeah,
this
like
is the whole point.
It's for me, it just sounds petty. Like, all right, sweet. You had a cold. I've had colds many times. I haven't told anybody. Like, you know, I had a migraine. Now, different if someone is asking me, hey, how come you didn't rock up yesterday? No, I was gone, man. I had a migraine. I am going to say that, obviously.
Yeah, correct.
You know?
So cunts are getting it twisted as far as like people nowadays, younger people they might be getting called a narcissist, or it might be floating around now, because a narcissist is just an umbrella term, in my opinion, of cunts who are selfish. I think that's what's going on. So it's like you're selfish.
That's it.
Some cunts might be selfish.
Yeah.
But narcissist, it's a bit high level. It's a bit more high level.
Yeah, it's just it's a term that's, you know, floating around, people using it. They might sound more intelligent by saying it. Like, and yeah, it's categorizing people, and it's actually in a situation of a relationship, it's like, I'm putting you there, and anything you say from now on,
Bravo.
that's it. You're in that category. So whatever you say doesn't make sense to me anymore. You know what I mean?
Your team is you.
That's it.
Your team is you.
That's it.
You're banning for you.
That's it. And that gets me. That validates what I'm trying to say.
Bravo.
My side.
Your side.
Okay. And anything you're going to say, I can excuse it because I've just put you in the section that you need to be in.
Bravo. That's what it is.
That's
what's going on now.
Yeah.
But it's a double-sided sword. A double-sided sword.
Good.
Mate, it's fucking double-sided swords today. It's a double-edged sword because the woman who's claiming that this other motherfucker is a narcissist could actually be a narcissist on her own.
Guaranteed.
Because what she's doing is finding how to validate her thing, her own purpose or cause.
Yeah, she's trying to get her point across. That's the whole mission here.
But that's right. Isn't that
and discredit you at the same time.
Isn't that in and of itself a narcissistic thing to do?
It is.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, obviously, there's many traits of this. You know, we crucify someone else for doing something, and we're the same shit.
Correct.
It happens everywhere in every situation.
Bravo. And obviously, it comes out in relationship circumstances because cunts are fucking fighting with each other or back and forth.
Of course.
And
everyone's going to use what artillery they have.
Correct.
To piss somebody else off.
Yeah, or put them in a box.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking.
Yeah, the main thing is here.
Label.
How am I gonna? Yeah, labeling.
Sorry.
Yeah, the main thing is how am I gonna put you in your place? How am I gonna make you feel like shit? Because you're making
me feel like shit.
You're making me feel like shit. But say like, you know,
okay.
You're treating them like shit, making me feel like shit. But no one's making you do anything. You're doing it yourself.
Or they're just finding a way to accept it. Because no one wants to know that.
They need the upper hand here.
It's the upper hand. Not to say that cunts aren't doing things wrong, but you might be doing something wrong.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, you might be doing something wrong, but it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it is. You might be a narcissist. You might be in that.
You might not
in that situation.
Yeah.
You might be, but it doesn't mean that's what you are.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's it. That's who he is.
Correct. We might have traits.
Yeah, of course. Everyone's got traits of everything.
Yeah, I've got narcissistic traits. Sweet today. Sometimes.
Everyone does at some point.
We'll go through the list and see where we fit on the scale.
Yeah, everyone does at some point. But it's out of context. You know what I mean? Like, because you're like this in this little relationship, in this relationship, I was about to say little relationship, in this situation, right? Does that mean that you're like that in every relationship with your friends, your family? No. You know, so
no.
So yeah, but people make it out like that's who you are, and don't talk to Ken. That's who he is. Take it easy.
Sweet today. It's almost like narcissism is a function, obviously, of the ego. It's a self-preservation.
Yeah, it is a thing, but doesn't mean that because you were like that in this situation that defines you for who you are in any situation.
Correct, and that's the
Which
problem.
Is not. That's the problem.
Right.
That's right.
Sometimes I don't know if it's a woman or a man thing, but I feel like one fucking little cross against your name in the woman's fucking perspective, you're fucked. They don't look at things. Generalizing, sweet. They don't look at things holistically.
Yeah.
You can be the maddest cunt. One fuck up and you're finished.
Yeah,
right?
and it's hard to get out of that.
Fuck.
How about you look at things? Yeah. Forget about it.
But we don't ask ourselves, why are we so picky? Why is that one fuck up so strong?
Because it hurt the most.
Yeah. Hurt the most. Or it plays to a bigger...
Yeah, they're
to a different role.
It's playing
to the role.
100%.
Because acknowledging 9 things out of 10 that are good.
No, it fits the story.
Yeah. Now, it all depends on ammo. Now, if you got a girl, you got a guy, the guy's not doing fuck all, he's not doing his part, and there's an obvious, when I say obvious, like obvious on fucking paper obvious, not like I think I'm doing more and I think there's a lot of...
There's no thinking. This is what you are.
This is what you are. This is what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table?
Yeah. You're a lazy cunt. You don't go to work. You don't, provide. There's no thinking there. It's either you are or you're not.
Correct. In relationships, why don't we look at relationships as a business? Why don't we look at ourselves as a business?
There's emotions involved.
Bravo. But emotions don't make good businesses.
No, don't.
Now,
you can't be the CEO. You can't be the CEO of Apple.
No, this is how I feel. This is the
right
thing to do.
Yeah, fuck. Emotionally fucking, Microsoft got the better of you. I'm going to fucking hit back with that.
Bravo.
It ain't going to happen.
Bravo. I think we've got to change the way we look at relationships. Because I've been thinking about things, a bit of a side note. Not a side note, but it's in there.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about the concept of like, why... I remember we had a convo... me and your missus, and we were talking about how women don't like... I was talking about time. I like to know where I stand in a relationship. I like to know, like, all right, sweet. I've got so much on my plate, things I want to do. All right? Ken wants to fucking do things. Why don't you just... Why can't we be more structured in like... And, women... I don't know what I'm doing with this, but fucking women don't like structure. They think it takes out the romance or the passion. Like, if I say, like, all right, we're spending Friday nights from fucking 8 to 12 together, like, in some way that diminishes the feeling or the
relationship in itself.
The love or some bullshit.
The love. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It has to be like, love can't be structured. A relationship can't be structured. It has to be like, we're in together,
It's all based off feeling.
That's right. Exactly. It's always feeling. Feeling has no time, has no nothing. It's just apparently all the time I have to be feeling this, and that's what love is. But it's just bullshit.
Yeah, but I have to be feeling this.
Yeah.
But who's the I? Is it? Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it's. I have to be feeling this, but it doesn't matter how you're feeling.
I know.
See, fucking lifted.
Yeah.
It's fucking. That's why it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's lopsided, and it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I don't want to be
anything else.
Yeah, I don't want to be too structured because it's going to take away. Because I don't know when I'm going to feel like I need you.
Yeah.
Right? It's good because it's like it takes away the value. What's the point of having a chocolate today if you don't feel like a chocolate, you just have it.
There's no point.
But doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
That's right.
Why does it have to be like, I'm fucking starving for it? Why do we have to wait to that point?
We don't.
But the way we think, all right, I'm speaking for men, we can structure things because, in my opinion, effort is where you show love, not effort. Like, I'm telling you now, I want to spend these times, time together at this certain time, and we can do this and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm fitting you in, all right? As bad as that sounds today, as opposed to I'm fitting you, and then the rest of my life's gonna.
Yeah, but in the scope of things, if you have to, as you said before,
I've got to meet in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, the compromise and all that kind of shit, right? But if you have to weigh it up, right? If we're doing a test of like we got a relationship, a couple of relationships, and a certain amount ran the relationship as a business, and the other half ran it as from feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd bet you that the ones that are running like a business
could be more successful.
Guaranteed more successful.
Yeah, you already like the person.
Yeah, because I'm not saying to run people's relationships like that, but I'm saying there is value there.
No, you run it like that.
Yeah, there's value there.
You run it like that.
That's it.
It needs structure there.
Yeah, because you're going to get more out of your relationship when you're taking out the fucking feelings.
Correct.
The emotion fucks you.
Correct. It's not about, it's to the emotion.
And the people, probably people, watching these are probably thinking like these guys are, are cold-hearted cunts. You know what I mean? They're like, they don't give a fuck. Everyone's got their fucking wires crossed, man.
Yeah, the blind cunts.
Yeah, like, running like a business doesn't mean what? You're telling me now that, for everyone out there, you're telling me that everyone that fucking runs a business doesn't love their business. You know what I mean? They don't sacrifice for their business.
Correct.
They don't fucking, lose sleep over their business, in a positive way. Like, fuck, I really care about my business. They fucking love that business.
Correct, but that's why you're in a relationship, because you like the cunt to begin with.
Obviously.
So that's not a thing. It's not like it's not a, what do you call it, organised marriage.
That's right,
But they last long too.
They last as well.
Why the fuck is that?
Because they're built on principles. You know what I mean? Yeah, emotion always fucks you up. Doesn't matter if we're, mostly women, are sold to like, mate, that's the one thing, mate. That's the most important. We're in it together. I'm going to do this and that. That's all bullshit.
Yeah, because the emotion, two cunts have to have the same emotion at the once. Like, you have to feel like spending time with your missus. Your missus simultaneously at that point has to feel like spending time with you.
That's right.
But I might have other things to do. It doesn't work for me.
And she might have other things to do as well. It doesn't fucking fit in.
Yes.
Because she's not good to go every time you're good to go.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But